Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with To Be Hero X episode number 9 reaction. Alright, the previous episode was the beginning of Lucky Shan's story, and we saw that Lucky Shan was a survivor in one of the plane crashes. And how a lot of people are saying that this is like a deliberate, like a conspiracy, someone's pulling the strings. There were so many heroes but nobody went there to save them, stuff like that. But Lucky Xian, because she was a survivor, one of the reporters decided to keep her like survival a secret and take her to an orphanage. And obviously she's lucky, that's why Lucky Xian. And yeah, we see how everyone starts kind of using her luck. At first it was like small little things, and then little by little it started escalating. They're like using her for money. Then the guy who's literally in charge of the orphanage, at first it seemed like he was saying stuff like, oh, we're not going to use her for money and stuff. And yeah, in the end we do see he doesn't use her for money, but at the same time he's still using her for, like, kind of trying to fulfill his dream, which was being a hero, which he couldn't, through her, like in a parasocial way, I guess you could say. Like, through her he was living his dream, which in the end kind of made him, I don't know, too much adamant in not letting her go even when she wanted to leave and, sing songs, make music, and stuff like that. Right, so that's what happened. And there's that boy as well who helped her realize how her powers can be used however she wants it to. Lucky always doesn't mean that, you have to use it in that way. You can use it in different ways. So yeah, anyways, in the end we see the orphanage, the guy, I forgot his name, he is not letting Lucky Xian go. So let's see what happens today. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Oh, so they weren't able to escape, obviously. Oh, this is the past. What's that? Yeah. What is that? I doubt that. That's some special effects. Okay. Oh no, okay. It is like a, what is that? Interesting. Wait, how does she know how to play? She's like, ah. Oh yeah, she's probably gonna sing very well. Damn. What? What? Damn. Right. Crazy. Yeah, that is. Oh my god. From the. Yeah, but you're literally. Oh. Mm. So he was a hero, but he couldn't make a name for himself. That is crazy. This is some. Oh, I wasn't able to live my dream, so I'm gonna push it to my children kind of thing. What the hell? Why does it truck at the middle of the night? Bruh. Damn. Whatsoever. Yeah, well, literally what the kid said. What the boy said, yeah. Right. Another thing, I forgot to mention this in the previous episode. I kind of clocked it now. I knew this, but I forgot. Lucky Chan is voiced by Inori Minase, isn't it? Wow, I like this show has a cast, crazy VA cast. I cannot even imagine how so many top VAs, JP VAs are able to be in one show. This is insane. Like every single hero has a top VA, one of the most most of the VAs of Japan, I guess. So yeah, that is insane. Every single one of them. Now we okay. Now we're here. All right. Crazy. Just gets blown out. Ugh. Yeah, it's just. Oh my god. Right. So wait, he has some kind of a invisible like a. Bro, shut up. No, you do your own thing. Why are you trying to rope me into your nonsense? Oh my god. Nah, he can use the other. He's like tentacles or something. Oh, nice. All right. Wow. Okay, he did it actually. What? She's lucky. I think I was gonna say she can actually get out. Now something's gonna happen. Ah, there you go. What was that? Whoa. What? What? Hey! What the hell? Oh, because he was stressed out and he said like he hasn't been having proper sleep. You know what's funny? He actually ended up saving Lucky Xian. Oh my god! Ah! Oh my god! Oh no, this is crazy. Oh no. Alright. Okay, that's safe. Bro, why are you guys standing there? Look, what is this? They're like, oh, we should help them. Like, bro! Oh my god. Ew. Damn, the POV. Damn. Hmm. Oh. Oh, he used to hum it. Oh, interesting. Shameless. Okay, so I think this thing is her power. This, yeah, but why was it coming out when Luo was, strumming the guitar? If it's her power, like, I guess it's like her luck. Yeah, it is her. Oh, damn. Who the? Who the? All right. Right. Wait. Oh, because she's lucky. I was like, why did she buy a lottery? I forgot. Yeah, she's lucky. Wait. Yeah, even with her luck? Next time? What? Okay, these lotteries are scams. If it's a scam, then nobody will win. Oh, that's why. I see. Okay, that makes sense. The trust value has gone down because she left. That's why her luck is not activating, I guess. I see. That's interesting. That's why her rollerblade also skate also kind of broke. I was like, she's lucky. Why did it break? Hmm. Wow. This is an interesting thing. Even if her luck is something that she gets her power from the people's trust value, her music skill is her own. So she'll never struggle in getting people to trust her because singing is a huge medium. Like, music is a huge medium that can make people drawn to you. She got her shoes. So the more she draws people to herself, she can get her power back. She patched up her. Wait, I'm sure this is going on social media. Are they not, that guy? The orphanage guy? Isn't he? I'm sure they're searching for her, right? Oh, she realized that. Oh no. Yeah, yeah. Oh no, this is bad. Okay, now he'll get to know. I was literally saying. Oh, okay. Her trust value is gonna go even higher. I'm thinking of changing jobs. Wait, he's one of the other top ones, right? Oh no, never mind. Oh no, it is. Okay, he's one of the bosses of one of the companies, I guess. Yeah. Right. I think we need to change venue. Right. Okay. Great. And these people are scaring away people and making a ruckus. Oh boy. Right. Yeah, I you need to. How much blessing do you need? Do your own job, man. What the hell? Oh. Yeah, from the alleyway. She's it's gone up. It's very much. Yep, there you go. It's in the thousands. No, 10,000s. DOS. Okay, that's the name. She's like, what? I'm not a hero. I sing. Hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah, he got injured in that accident. Ah! Lucky Shan. Hmm. Oh no. Yeah. And he cannot even bring her back now because she's signed up with a hero agency. One more thing. What? What? Um. Oh, the survivor of. Is that what he said? Yeah. What? You just. Okay. Damn. Not a joyful experience. What? Oh, okay. Talking about. Wait, did. Oh my god, they. I just realized. They lied to her. Probably said that he died or something. And that's why she. Oh my god. Oh, she's still using that guitar. The. Wow. What the hell is going on here? What? What is this zombie? What is this? All right, I this was the last thing I was expecting. So he's like controlling these guys. Good God. Hmm. Okay, another thing I realized. Okay, let this end. I'll talk about that. Right. So, what I was going to say, one thing I realized, I didn't realize this in the previous episode. I realized it like midway today, or yeah, Lucky Xian doesn't have a 3D version. You know, like we both the heroes we have had before this had a 2D and a 3D version. Like when I'm guessing X used to snap his finger, the transition used to happen. Lucky Chan doesn't have that, and I don't think they're just doing this just because for whatever reason. But I feel like there must be like a deeper meaning behind this. Like, why does she have not a 3D version? Like, why does X not click his finger? Or who knows, maybe in the final episode we'll see that. You know what? Yeah, let's just wait. I'm just assuming that she doesn't have it, but she still hasn't had a 3D version still. It's kind of interesting because we've always had that from the for the other two heroes. So why not her? And there was another thing I was thinking. I was thinking maybe it's the girls who don't have a 3D version, but I cannot really say anything before we see more of there's two other girls in this like thing. I think there's Queen, and then there's that other girl, I think Lolly, that's her name. Unless and until I see their episodes, I don't think I'll be able to comment on this. But like, that if they also don't have a 3D version, that'll be kind of interesting, because then we can see a pattern, I guess. But we'll have to wait for that. For now, at least Lucky Shen doesn't have a 3D version, which is interesting. you know Anyways, yeah, because I like it. Here's the thing: if this was some other show, I would have been like, oh yeah, it's just because it's like some kind of like design thing or whatever. I don't think that's the case, because the whole 2D 3D transition here is actually a plot point. So it's not just because it looks cool or something like that. If it was something like that, if it was a show like that, then yeah, this probably wouldn't be that much. Like you don't have to think about it. But since this whole 2D 3D transition is actually a power of X, I think there must be a deeper reason behind why is she still not 3D. She's just 2D from the very beginning. So yeah, interesting. Anyways, I'll think about it later. But for now, today's episode, the few interesting things happen. First and foremost, let me talk about the biggest thing that I want to talk about first, which happens almost at the end of today's episode. That the orphanage, the Hyun, he said something to the boy. What was the boy's name? I forgot. God damn it. Luo or something like that. I forgot. He said something to him, and he started reacting like that. So what was that? Was that him, like, I don't know, like infecting them? I'm saying infecting because at the end we see all of them are zombies or something. So was that him saying something to him so he comes under his control or something? And I don't know what he's even trying to do now. Like, why is he like doing this whole zombie apocalypse thing? In the end, that we see, I don't think that's a zombie. It's like him kind of controlling. You can see there's like something on the shoulders, so it's like some kind of a, I don't know, some mind control nonsense is going on here. So I don't understand why is he doing that. Like, I have no idea. Anyways, let's wait for the next episode. I think we'll probably get our answers over there. But for now, at least, yeah, this guy needs to be stopped. Like, this is like one of the worst things of, what can I say? Like, when you are not able to fulfill your dreams, you like try to push it on your children or someone else and try to live your dream through them. That's one of the worst things that can ever happen. Like, can you even imagine? Like, and this usually happens to people who are children. Like, these type of people, they always try to push that to children because they can be more influenced, and that kind of thing. So it's like you're literally sealing off their future from the very beginning. You're not even letting them experiment and do what they want with their life and understand what they actually want to do, instead of just like doing what you want them to do, what they want to do. You're not even letting them understand that. Like, yeah, you can tell, like, just like a two different things. Like, you can tell the others and tell them about how you wasn't able to do this, and if they want to follow the same path as you had followed, that's all well and good, because if they want to do it, but you cannot just force it on them and tell them that, oh, you have to do this because I wasn't able to do it with my life. That is like, this is like something like, I feel like this is even worse than normal, like, like telling someone what to do and forcing them to do something, because you're using your own inability to do something, and you're like taking that festering like thing and trying to put it on someone else and trying to live through them. That is like the lowest form of, like, this type of a thing. I absolutely hate this thing, you know right. And this freaking guy, he it's not one person here. Usually it's like, like parents like do that to their children, and a lot of other adults do that to a lot of children. This freaking guy has a whole orphanage. He's doing that to every single child over there. Can you imagine? That's even worse. Like, oh my god. Great. This is so, what was that word? Like, shameless, and I don't know what to call it. Like, bro, seriously. And and now he's like becoming some kind of a villain now. Like, fantastic. Like, he's like, oh, I cannot become a hero. And great, I can become a villain though. Fantastic. Right. I don't know what he's even trying to do in the end, but I guess we'll see. Here's another thing. I think this is what happened. I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is what happened. You see, like, Lucky Shan told that lady that, oh, like, can you tell me, find someone for me. And then we are like fast forward, like, she's doing concerts and everything. I did find it a bit odd. I was like, wait, what happened? Like, didn't she say that she's going to find the boy? And then now she's doing concerts. Like, what's going on? So I realized that what happened, there's two things that could have happened. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Let's talk about the first possibility. She told that lady to find them. That lady was like, okay, I will find him for you. So they tried to find him, but the director of the orphanage, that guy, when contacted to him, when they contacted with him, he probably said something like, oh, unfortunately he passed away in that accident, you know and faked his death or something. And the lady and they who were trying to find this out, they came and told Lucky Shan that, oh, he passed away. And Lucky Shan, probably broke down, and now she's like, in his memory, she's trying to do, because you can see in the concert she says certain words which makes me think that she thinks he died. So that's the first possibility. There's a second possibility, which is the people that she got connected with, the hero agency, they lied to her. Maybe they didn't even try to find him. They lied to her and they told her that, oh no, he passed away. Like, yeah, they said the same thing. I think, like at the end of the day, she was told by someone that he passed away, and that's why this happened. So it can either be the director of the orphanage who did this, or the agency that she got connected with. They lied to him for whatever reason. You know. So either of it. So I'm not exactly sure which one it is, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I'm pretty sure they told him, someone told her that, yeah, he passed away. And that's why in the concert she says some things like, there was a friend who made me love guitar and all that. That part. Where is that section? Here we go. All right. So today is the first time officially back on stage after a long time. My last on-stage performance was not a joyful experience, but at the time, I had a very important friend by my side. He taught me guitar and made me fall in love with music. He taught me that singing could be a very wonderful thing. Okay. even though he's not no longer here. Now this can mean two things. Either number one, she's saying that, oh, he's not there with me to support me, or she thinks that he's dead. So like I said, I'm not 100% sure what's going on here, but I get the feeling that someone told her that he passed away. Otherwise, I don't know. Or they said that they could not like locate him. Either of it, because I don't think she would be like, doing concerts here if she had the slightest possibility of finding out where the boy is. She would probably try to do that first and get to the bottom of that first. So either they have not been able to find him somehow, or someone lied to her and told her that he passed away in that accident. Either of these, and it could either be the director or the talent agent, the hero agency that she's connected with. They could have been the one who lied to her, or maybe they weren't able to find him at all. Maybe the director has somehow hidden the kid, and which is possible, because you could see in the end he was like, oh, don't you dare, you forget about her, don't you dare try to, like that part. Okay, he left me with three things. Again, he said he left me with three things. That is extremely like indicative that she thinks he's dead. Right. He left me with three things: this guitar, a song he wrote, and the determination to become a hero. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, like, you know what? Let's wait and see, because I feel like something is going on here. Like, like, can you imagine? He if she had the slightest possibility of finding him, I feel like she would first go to the bottom of that and then do her concerts and stuff. Um, and the fact that she still has that guitar, that broken down guitar, that, like the taped up guitar, she still has, and she's still using that, shows how much she still cares about him. So, I feel like something has happened. She was either lied to and said that he's dead, or they said something about like they couldn't find him and they're still trying to find him, and something like that. So, we'll see. Okay. Right. So yeah, that was like the most important part of today's episode. I wanted to talk about that. Other than that, the rest of the today's episode, the first section, that section where we got to see, um, them kind of sneaking around, like the boy was telling her about, um, how this place is just, like a place where the director brings in people, the kids, to live or the dream for him. And because he was a hero, but he wasn't able to make that much of a name for him. So that is so horrible. Good God, can you imagine? Like, you're taking kids, like, and they don't even have anyone, like they're orphans. You're using them. That is like the lowest of the low. Like, good God. um and then, you know now it's kind of interesting, because you see there was that the truck driver at night. He was saying something like, oh, I am very sleepy, like, he isn't sleeping properly. And he said something related to, oh, hopefully I'm this my contribution helps the holy maiden some way or the other. And it's kind of funny, because at the end, even though he probably doesn't understand it, he did ended up helping her by breaking through that, thing, and stopping, like, that part. She was able to escape from this place. So, he probably doesn't understand that. He probably thinks that he did a horrible thing, like it just destroyed this place, and like Lucky Shan ran away and everything. But at the end, at the bottom of everything, he was the one who kind of helped her out at that section, you could say. So yeah, he actually did help the holy maiden by the end of it. But anyway, that's just something that I that I kind of thought. Now, another thing is the fact that when she ran away, her trust value obviously dropped, and as soon as the trust value dropped, that would mean her luck kind of like, went out, or not went out. I would say it diminished. It diminished by a huge amount. That is why she, like, when she tried to get the lottery, it didn't work. It didn't work. And so, right. Now, Okay, then she obviously started singing, and like her stars fell again started going up and stuff like that. Now I do wonder one thing. I'm not exactly sure, but you see, like before she was contacted and scouted, there was a certain amount of time where she was just singing in in front of everybody, and they were like, oh, her faces were all over social media and everything. It was later on that she got contacted and scouted when she ran away from that place. But my question is, before that, I am sure the director saw her in social media, right? Why did he not come to take her back or something like that, or something? That is my question, because I'm sure he saw that, because there was a good amount of time that she wasn't scouted, and everyone knew her, everyone like snapping pictures of her. There was a lot of people who even realized that she's the holy maiden and started posting on social media and everything. So so I'm sure he saw that. I'm sure of that. But why did he not do anything? That's another question. I'm not really sure what this director is trying to do now, because at this point, like, what even is he trying to do? Like, he's making like those guys like into zombies or whatever, and like what I don't know. Um, you know what? There is a possibility. I think I know what he might be trying to do. And I think I might be able to say why he didn't try to track her down, even if her face was all over social media. Maybe because he knew that now that everyone knows her again, her trust value is high, so she's become lucky again, extremely lucky. So maybe he realized that if I go and try to just take her back with me, normally it won't work, so he never even tried. But the final section, you see where all those zombie like people, I think what he did there is, you see what he told the boy, something he told him, and he kind of went out of control. I think he did something over there by making him go out of control, and his unluckiness or whatever probably started going out of control, and now somehow he's using that to his advantage. And why is he doing that? Because he knows to counter Lucky Xian, you need to have someone with you who's unlucky. And that's why he's probably using the boy now to somehow harvest that unlucky power so that he can counter Lucky Xian's luck. And I don't know, something he wants to do, I think. Maybe something like that. Again, it's just a speculation, it's just a theory. It might not be correct, but it would kind of make sense. That's what he's trying to do. Because yeah, he's obsessed, and the fact that Lucky Shan was able to run away from him, I don't think that sat well with him. Right. So he's like, because of mere pettiness, even though she's like contacted with an agency now and everything, because of mere pettiness, maybe he's trying to do all of this. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens in the next episode. Then we'll get to know. But anyways, right, and that part was really nice. You can see when Lucky Shan starts. It started when she got that one coin. Like when she was singing, and that, who the hell? I was like, who the hell is that guy? He like, it was like the middle of the night or something, and he's like walking through the street. The whole street was empty. Like, who, why was there even a person there? That is just crazy. So like, but still, he kind of gave him that, and that one coin made her. I think like that made her realize that, oh, you know what, I can sing and I can earn money, and then using that money I can actually like get stuff for me, get food and everything. So no, I think first she thought like, let me buy a lottery. Yeah, that's what she thought. No, first she didn't think about like using that money to buy food or something. She probably thought that, oh, let's use this money to buy the lottery, and I'm lucky, so I'll win it, so I'll probably get a lot of money. But then she realized she doesn't have trust value. So then she was like, all right, let's just sing outside, because I was able to get one coin from that only, where I wasn't even properly singing. So if I like properly sing outside in like in the middle of the day where everyone is like present, then it'll work. So she started doing that, and yeah, it did work. Everyone like started listening to her, started, and she's very good. Her voice is very good. She, her music is very good, so she can easily make people listen to her. And this is what I was saying. Her power is kind of like, self-sufficient. Is that the proper word to use here? I'm not really sure. But what I'm trying to say here is that she's actually Like the fact that number one, she's lucky, and if she doesn't have trust value, she won't be able to get that luck. So to gain trust value, she can sing, and singing music is like a huge media where a lot of people will know you, a lot of people will love you, and they'll respect you, even worship you probably, because we all know the heights a fandom can go to. Like, well, literally there are people in this world who literally worships certain music artists. Like, that's how much crazy they are. So music is a crazy thing in that sense, at least. And the fact that she can sing so well, and the fact that she can play the guitar, kind of feeds her, like, like whole thing about gaining trust value. And so she can use this to gain trust value, which can make her lucky, and it's like a cycle. So that's why I'm saying she's like self-sufficient. She can like do something which can feed her own trust value to increase it, and that trust value will help her become lucky and feed more into her, like, luck in over general sense, and that will make her, I don't know, like, go even further. So it's like a cycle, which is kind of interesting. Like, she doesn't need anyone to become popular or lucky. She herself can do it. And I feel like even if she didn't get, I don't know, like, didn't get connected to an agency, I feel like she herself probably could have done a lot of things, solo. Like, that's just her power. Like, because her trust value is going to give her luck, and that luck will help her gain more trust. So it's like a cycle. So I feel like this is one of the most interesting powers where, and we still don't know like what her power is. Like, people are saying that listening to her songs makes you lucky. I also think maybe that is actually true, because when she's singing, you can see that green thing coming out. So if that's the case, then she would be like a buffer. Like, she would be like a buffer who increases your luck and something, and like something like that. That's crazy. So yeah, I do wonder, in the hero tournament that's going to happen, how is she going to fight? Like, I guess luck will probably help her fight. She's going to be so lucky that everyone's going to try to hit her, and she just will somehow dodge it. Oh, that'll be funny. But anyways, that's like, way later, not now. That's going to happen in season 2. For now, at least, this is very interesting, because her power is very, very self-sufficient. She can literally feed herself and gain trust value, feed that to make her even more popular, and just it's like a cycle. Right. And then little by little, you can see she gains money. I think first she, what did she do at the beginning with the money? Wait a minute. Oh, she got new shoes. All right, she got new shoes. Then she like ate some food, like some hamburgers and stuff. Then she patched up her stockings, and like little by little, more and more people got to know her, and she was just swimming in money in the end. Oh, right. And she had so much, like, change, that money stopped becoming like a thing for her, like a deciding. Like, she just started singing because she wanted to from that point onwards. Like, so yeah, and that's like the most beautiful thing about doing something that you enjoy. Like, at first it's like, oh, you have to gain money, and then when you're able to get a certain amount and you're able to reach a certain level where it's like actually self-sufficient for you, you're like actually okay with it, then you can actually focus on your passion. So when money stops becoming the deciding factor for you, you can actually, if it is something that you love doing, then it's like, like, it's like one of the most beautiful things. That's why people try to get their dream job, because it's just so fulfilling. At first it's like, oh, I have to grind and everything, but then you're able to reach that level, and then you're like, yeah, this is beautiful because I love doing it. And yeah, I'll forever be able to do it because I myself enjoy doing it. So yeah, there you go, that's what happened. And that's also the reason why, even when she had a lot of trust value in the orphanage, she never enjoyed it because she didn't like doing any of that. um right, and then she gets scouted, and like that whole section. So yeah, that was today's episode basically. um you know right. Now, like I said, I'm not exactly sure what the director told that boy, but I feel like he said something to him which made his power go out of control, and now he's somehow using that to control everyone, I think. And I think that his main goal is to somehow use that unlucky power to counter Lucky Xian's luck or something like that. He I don't know, he's trying to use the boy as a trump card, I feel like now, to get back Lucky Xian or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, we'll see. Next episode will give us all our answers. Right? And that was my overall impressions of this episode. Now, let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, we get to see a little bit of the past again, where the boy got his guitar, and because he was a good person, he was a good kid, and that's why the director gave him the thing. Now I do wonder, like the guitar, like when she was strumming it, that's like those big green things coming out, and I was like, what is that? Now I feel like that's Lucky Xian's power, but I don't still understand why was it coming out when he was also strumming it. I have no idea. Anyways, but yeah, he got the guitar and he gave it to Lucky Xian to make her strum it and all that. Right, and this is also where he said that how the director is actually using this place to nurture heroes, because he was also a hero, but he couldn't reach that level, so he's now trying to live his dream through the children here, which is absolutely horrible. He pushes his hopes onto us. There you go. Anyways, then they try to go back to their room, and this is where they hear that truck driver telling, or them, those two kind of discussing and telling them how the dean is just trying to nurture her for his own, like, reason, because he himself wasn't able to become a hero and all that. So that part. And yeah, Lucky Xian's sad. Either way, after that we had that whole set. So that was happening before, and then we had that concert, and now currently we are in the present where these two are trying to run away. Now the director comes in, stops them, but they still try to get away, and the director grabs Lucky Xian, drags him to her to him, and then we have the kid go and use his guitar to smack that thing, and this is the reason why his guitar broke, as we see, and it kind of just flung out towards Lucky Xian. And then when the director was busy with the boy, Lucky Xian tries to run for it, and because she's lucky, obviously luck saves her, and the truck just comes in. She was able to get away from there. But because the boy is unlucky, the truck literally went for them, and the boy was holding the director, so yeah, it almost got them. But Lucky Xian was able to get away from there, and yeah, and she didn't even know what happened to them. Did he survive and everything? So she ran away from there, and yeah. But yeah, we can see at the end that the director did save him and the kid both. So that's that. And there you go. Now we have Lucky Xian on the street. She doesn't know what to do, and she's just sitting there and remembering what the boy told her, and how like that song that he was singing. Lucky Xian was like, wait, that song, it's very familiar. So I feel like I've heard it before. So I do wonder if this is like like some kind of a plot point which will come into, we'll get to know why she knew about this song later. But like he says that he actually heard it from someone or something, like, or it's his original or something. But then Lucky Xian was like, oh no, I've heard this before. So I do wonder what, like like if there's like some deeper reasoning behind this. I'm sure there must be something behind this. Anyways, but then we have her singing that song, and then there's this random ass guy just gives her I'm like, bro, who the hell is just walking on the streets at the middle of the night? The whole street is empty, and he was probably like coming back from work or something, late night overtime. But yeah, gives her that one coin, and that one coin made her realize that, oh, I can use this. So she got up. Next day, she brought the lottery, but then realized it won't work because her trust value is gone. So she's like, alright, just like how I was able to get one coin from that song, I'll be able to get more coins if I'm able to sing in front of a lot of people. So she starts doing that. She like puts on a little cup and starts singing. And yeah, the people start giving her money, and more people start listening to her. And you can see she gets into a tempo, and it starts getting better and better from there. More people starts coming, listening to her, giving her money. With that money, she buys shoes. With that money, she eats food. With that money, she patches up her stocking, gets, like, I think, like, kind of became more presentable. And yeah, now money stopped being a deciding factor for her, because you can see all the money's just lying down and she's still singing around, loving, because she loves doing it. And this is where the problem starts, where some people from the who went to the orphanage, they recognized her and they're like, oh my god, the Holy Maiden is here. If you listen to her singing, you'll become lucky. And they start posting it on social media, and everyone's like talking about it. And this is also where you can see the reporter guy and this one guy. I think he's the boss of DOS. I think that's what they called the hero agency, right? Boss of that. Now he's like, oh, should we, like, I want to scout her in, because her trust value obviously is quite high, and she can prosper as a hero. Now, while all of this is happening, you can see more and more people are now just coming here and just worshipping her. And Lucky Chan is like, it's just going to become a repeat of the orphanage. I don't want that. So she runs away from there. And this is where, from the alleyway, in comes Ken. I think that was the lady's name, who comes in, and she's like, oh, are you Xian? I want to scout you for our hero agency. So DOS group. Yeah. So she's like, come with me. Now, Lucky Shan's like, I have one condition. Can you find someone for me? Now, this is where it gets interesting, because, like I said, she tells her that. The first thing that she said is that. But then she doesn't really say anything after that about finding the boy. But I get the feeling that someone told her that he died, or maybe they said something related to, we cannot find him. So it was either the director or the company, DOS company, those guys themselves. I don't think those guys have a reason to lie to her, so I feel like it might be the director. I'm not really sure. Anyways, we'll see. Right. So after that, we get to see the boy was like listening to the radio again, and this is where he gets to know about Lucky Xian being a singer, and he's very happy about it. And the director comes in, and he was like, oh, I was going to tell you about her, but you've heard it yourself. And then he says, like, oh, you should forget about him, her, and everything. And he doesn't react to that, because he knows that, yeah. But then he says something to him. I still have one more thing to tell you about her. So I don't know what the hell he told him. So he just starts, I don't know, like, what the hell happened here. So, like I said, I feel like this was his way of trying to make his power go out of control. And now in the end, we see he's like made everyone into zombies. I don't know what's going on, but I think he deliberately did that. Anyways, that's that. Later on, we see Lucky Xian in front of everyone tell them that how this one person who made her love music, made her like sing, gave them the guitar and everything. She tells everyone how 3 things he left her, and that's why I'm saying the fact that she used that word left me makes me think that someone told him that he died. So anyways, next episode will probably confirm whether what I think is correct or not. Either way, she starts her singing again, and then we see all the people in the orphanage are like zombies now, and they have like some kind of a thing on their shoulder, their hand, and you can see the tentacles things controlling them. So yeah, I think like the director did something to the boy. His unlucky power, he's somehow using it and somehow amplifying his own power of, I don't know, controlling everyone. I don't know why he's doing that, but my guess would be because Lucky Xian is lucky. He's trying to use that unlucky power to somehow counter her luck, and I don't know, probably get her back or something like that. I don't know what he's trying to do. Anyways, that's where it ended. So yeah, next episode will probably become crazy. Will be crazy. We'll see what happens. So that is it. That was my reaction to To Be Hero X episode 9. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of To Be Hero X. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.